Hi, you guys. I'm at work, but I definitely want to talk to you about the power of perception. I want to go in a little bit more detail because as we've been discussing how powerful our minds are, we already understand that we're getting messages, we're receiving messages, and we're giving messages every day, all the time. And it's important that we are understanding what we are really hearing and seeing and experiencing is really true or is really just a feeling based upon our beliefs and not really real because we're doing things. Our actions are based on what we believe. So if the thing is really not really happening, you don't gotta freak out about something that ain't even real, girl. It ain't even happening, and it don't make it true just because you want it feeling freaked out. So let's give some examples of how that can happen, and it's all made up in your head. So please stop making things on messages and making your life harder. So say for instance you're at work and you gotta your coworker comes in and they're like, hey, the boss says we have to be somewhere at 3 o'clock. And you know that you really don't like this person like that. Like y'all ain't vibing. So as you're thinking about it, this trip at 3 o'clock, you're getting a little bit frustrated because I really don't like her. She don't like me. We gotta go on this trip. We're gonna be in this car. And so the more you keep thinking about it, the more it's starting to bother you. And you're starting to feel like I can't do this now. Not only do I not want to do this, now I can't do this, which is what your subconscious job is. Whatever it is programmed to believe, it will try to find reasons to make sure that your belief is true. So now you're feeling more and more like I can't. As you're starting to feel like you can't, you start to think more and more about why you can't. I can't because um, I don't know. I got work to do, and I got too much work to do. I'm gonna miss out on this work. I don't want her to say something. I want to smack her. It might be she making me scared. What if she don't know where she going? She gonna make the wrong turn, and I'm gonna be stuck out here with this chick. And next thing she done pulled a gun out. I don't know. I'm just making it up. The moral of the story is that our minds will start playing tricks on us sometimes about stuff that's not real, that is probably not going to happen, but we'll start to respond to it because we believe that that could be true because of how we perceive them. So you're responding to this old fantasy, old crap. So the next thing is your body might start reacting. So now you're in panic mode. You done thought about it, you done fueled it, and what you fuel grows. What you keep putting fire on, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So now what you're scared of is now I absolutely cannot go with this chick. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. Now I'm panicking. My heart is racing. My hands is getting sweaty. I'm feeling like I can't focus on my job because I don't want to go nowhere with this chick, and I know it ain't right. Whatever they trying to get me to do, I ain't gonna play this game. And guess what? The next thing you're feeling like not only am I don't want to, I cannot do it, and I ain't gonna do it, and that's gonna be that. I'm gonna find a way to not do it if you let it get too far. And at the end of the day, you done freaked out over nothing, which is what your brain's job is to do. You done told it you can't, so guess what? You can't. That's what I want you to understand. That whatever you are telling yourself, your brain's job is to make sure that it becomes true. So watch your power of perception. You don't act like a fool at your job for no reason. That ain't right. So I want to give you another thing to think about. Since our belief systems are based upon our individual belief system and experiences, that's how come a lot of the times we can experience things. Two people go do the same exact thing, but they have a totally different experience. The reason is their perception. So I'm gonna do another story. So say it's two brothers, and the two brothers are both married, and they work together. They got a business together, and so brother number one is at home with his wife having a conversation, and the wife says to him, "Honey, I just wish you spent some more time with me." And then the brother gets like real like irritated, and he is like, she's always complaining. This is what he's saying to himself. She's always complaining. Every time she talks, all I do is hear her saying wah, 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 to whatever else she want me to do. And so his response to his wife is, "I don't care what I do. Whatever I do is always gonna be wrong to you." And that's his response, and he walks on out. So then the same thing happened at brother number two's house, and he's like, his wife walks in and she's like, "Hey, honey, I wish you spent some more time with me." And he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna do better, baby." That was his response. So say the two brothers now, they at the gym. And brother number one is like, Hey, can you believe my wife told me last night how she wants me to spend more time with her? And I can't even believe she would even say that. She know I've been working real hard. And number two says, well, guess what? I can't believe it because my wife just said the same thing to me. And I can understand why she said it because we have been working a lot. So maybe my wife wants to spend some more time with me. And so brother number one is like, well, I feel like she's trying to make me spend time with her and tell me what to do. It reminds me so much about how every time when we were growing up, how when mom wanted us to do something, all she did was nag, 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 nag. And now I married this chick, and all she wanted to do is nag, nag, nag me to try to make me do what she wants. So brother number two says, well, I know that me and my wife have been together for so long with 5 kids, and I'm here to tell you that for her to still love me and want to spend time with me and appreciate me because she knows I've been working hard, I appreciate her. And I feel like, as far as mom is concerned, that was mom's issue with all that nagging. I knew ultimately she really cared for us and she wanted the best for us, so that's why she did all that nagging. So I don't see my wife like that at all. Man, I think you need to pay more attention to whatever your outlook will be, is what your outcome will be. So, the moral of the story is two people can have the same experience, but how they perceive something will be how they'll react to the other person, what they'll hear from the other person, and what their actions will follow. So, please make sure we're paying much more attention about how are we perceiving, how are we coming to the table, what are we already thinking, because sometimes we can even take it to whatever we believe about this person is whatever they have is positive and right and just. But when you really think about how great that person is, it might be something that we need to take a look at and see, are they really as good of a person as we thought that they were. The moral of my story just is how you perceive something is how you receive it, and make sure your belief system is really based on what's real and not just how you feel or how you are understanding the situation based upon bad belief systems.